Who do you think is the fastest player that you've studied this year in the draft? I will submit Brenen Thompson, wide receiver from Mississippi State. He began his college career at Texas and then went to Oklahoma for a couple of years. He's the first wide receiver in Mississippi State history to lead the SEC in receiving yards for a full season. This guy isn't fast, he's off the charts fast. He completely changes the gravity of an offense. You should see the cushions that defensive players have to put on to try to keep up with Brenen Thompson. And these guys are giving him 15 yards of space, and he's still running right by them. There's time speed, and there's play speed. The time speed, I'm sure, will be ridiculous for Brenen Thompson. Man, every time you watch him, I think he's the most enjoyable player to watch in the entire draft.
You're right. He can fly. Jeff Levy and those coaches were raving about his speed. And of course, he knew what he was even prior to that. But he did more in this 1 year at Mississippi State than he had all those other years combined elsewhere. So he came to Starkville, came to the Bulldogs, and did a heck of a job.
Yeah, I think for me, just getting out here and enjoying, the weather and fishing for me has always been something that I've really grown up doing. It's something that I've really treasured in my life, and anytime I get a chance in the off season or any off time, this is what I'm doing.
Beautiful day in Mississippi. Got to spend it on the boat.
So we got married in May, and so we got here in January, and then got married in May, and so we had our little 2-week break we had in the spring, and so we took that. We got married, went on our honeymoon, and yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, me and Brenen, we've known each other for a long time now. Back when we were probably in the 3rd and 4th grade, I'm 2 grades older than Brenen, so we went to school together and we were neighbors in a duplex together, so we've been running around the playground with each other for a while now, and God brought us back together whenever he went off to college, and we've been on this amazing journey together. I think getting married in the time that we were here in Starkville, it meant a lot because I think getting to Starkville and getting settled in, we both felt at a time in our life where it was the perfect time, honestly.
I think for us, how Starkville was so special for us just because of the community we had here. Obviously, I played football and everything that's in the headlights and in the spotlight is me. But I think with that, obviously I have a very supportive wife, a very loving wife, and so I think a lot of the community, a lot of the people around also took her in as well. And so, we really couldn't pick out a better place to really grow our relationship, and then also, play football. So, if you don't know anything about Starkville, it is a true college town. They love their Bulldogs. A lot of great people here. The Southern food is great. The Southern hospitality is real, and so we've just enjoyed it so much. Yeah, I think me and, just getting with Coach Levy was something that, obviously I had him in Oklahoma, and so he was very important to me there, being my OC there. Then being able to, obviously he took the head job at Mississippi State, and so that was something that, he wanted for himself, and, don't blame him at all. And something, we all strive to do is get better wherever we go. And so I think just, with him in that head coach role and knowing what I know of him and just trusting him and him trusting me, I think it was, coming here was a no-brainer. It's a very small-knit community, kind of like I grew up in college town, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, and great memories were made. I think Coach Levy really understood me as who I was as a player and as a person. So accountability and dependability and trustworthiness was always something that he could do. So for me, I think it was just showing up every single day in practice, and really not only gaining the trust of my coaches, but my teammates more importantly. So I think gaining the trust from my quarterback and gaining the trust from some of the players on the defensive side of the ball and everywhere around the program was something that was very personal to me and big to me. And so I worked every single day at doing that. So I showed up every single day on time, early, put the work in, and became a leader on this team. And couldn't have thanked the guys enough for not only letting me lead them, but also just being a part of my journey and helping me get to where I'm at today. Oh, the first game in Davis-Wade was, it was so crazy. My first time was Arizona State. Even the dog walk was crazy. Just getting there and realizing how many fans and how many students and people just surround the dog walk. It really is just a part of the experience, part of the game day. And so, even that was so much fun. Hearing the Cowbells for the first time, seeing the fans for the first time be so passionate, not only about football, but the Cowbells themselves, it's a pretty special place. That play in Davis-Wade was something I know that me and my wife will never forget. I know a lot of the fans here won't forget. Just knowing that, this last play could potentially be coming to me, and you kind of get the jitters and the shakes and all that good jazz. But I think for me, it was something that's like, okay, like this is the moment. Obviously, you see the ball snap, and everything kind of happens in slow motion. You see it all happen. You see the defense. Then you see the ball come, and you're wide open. So it's one of those feelings that I'll never be able to replicate.
Tight end in motion, slot right. Shaping.
My thought was, there's no way they're going to Brenen because that's the obvious thing that you would think they would do. But I think watching that ball fly through the air and seeing that it's going to Brenen and seeing that he's so far apart from the defender, I just knew in that moment that it was a touchdown, and I knew that that whole stadium was going to erupt, and it sure did.
Touchdown, Brenen Thompson! Wow!
For me, that was my first true field rush. Game's over. Everybody, before the game's even over, people are lined up at the gates, that kind of thing. And so for me, what a special moment for the fans.
Mississippi State, Brenen Thompson.
I will forever feel the Cowbells down into my soul because of how loud it was.
The uprights down to our left, they're history. They're gone. The students have picked it up. They're running with the uprights. The crossbar's still there, but they're running into the center of the field. Fans just pouring on from everywhere onto Scott Field. Pure joy.
He is him! He is him!
Running up to Brenen, it was like slow motion. It was definitely a euphoric feeling, for sure.
My faith for me is something that I've just, leaned on in my whole entire life. Especially, when I got to college, it was something that really picked up for me and my wife, something we kind of enjoyed doing together and growing together, and, really helping each other along the way with stuff that we do every single day. And so I think just being more like Jesus, following Jesus, having a relationship with Jesus is something that, I think everyone should do, and I encourage everyone to do. I have so much to thank him for and so much to just cherish every single minute of it. And I think for me, it's a big part of the reason why I play the game of football. And just him giving me these talents and the abilities and those type of things. I feel like I really owe it to him to do my best every single day and show up and not get lazy and just try my hardest to do whatever I'm doing, and just good things will happen.
Shaping is the quarterback, tosses it to Taylor, rolling right. Taylor's going to throw, has a man, Thompson at the one, who reels it in and scores a razzle-dazzle touchdown. And Camario Taylor throws his first Mississippi State touchdown. Brenen Thompson reels it in.
Camario is a great human being, and then also obviously he's a great player as well.
15, makes a man miss at the 10 to the 5, touchdown! Touchdown, Camario Taylor! Super Camario!
And the time I had with him, he was, very dependable, very trustworthy, down-to-earth guy, someone who's going to show up and work every single day. And, not let his head get too big or too small. I think he's right where he needs to be, and I think the Mississippi State fan base should be very excited for the future and what he has to offer. And yeah, man, I'm really excited to see what he does.
Your feet sweet. Oh, no, sit on feet. It's kind of sweet feet. Ready? Break that.
Hey, here we go! Right over left. Hey, your head. Ready, straight.
I think for me, Coach Jaws and Coach Shaw, they were like the building blocks.
Seeing him run for the first time really was in the summer when we just kind of let him go. It was like, yeah, this guy can run. He always smiled and always happy, never gave half effort on anything, man. Like when it came to speed, he understood. When I seen him run, it was like, yeah, we're gonna chase this thing. Like, he's for sure gonna be one of my fastest.
I got to go through a whole program, so I got to go through winter workouts, I got to go through spring ball, I got to go through the summer workouts and then fall camp at the end of the season. And so just that, every single day of continuing, with whether that's in the weight room with Coach Schott and getting stronger and more explosive on that area, or whether it's with Coach Jaws and we're outside and we're doing speed work. It's something that I've always just kind of worked out the entire year. And so when I got to Exos and I got to where I'm at today in combine prep, everything just came a lot easier because I already had the base, I already had the building blocks, I was already moving the way I needed to move. And so for me, it was just getting my feet underneath me and go and do what I do best and run really fast. So after the season, combine prep for me was I went to Arizona, Phoenix at Exos. Shout out Exos and Nick and P and all those guys over there at Exos. They did a phenomenal job with me and every athlete that they had. But yeah, I went to Exos, went over to Phoenix, trained for about a month and a half, and then went out to the combine. I mean, it was so crazy. You always have a goal in mind and a number in mind, and for me that number was 417, 418. I really wanted the record, and I think a lot of people that were around me and that truly know me understood that that was achievable for me. But it takes perfection. It takes what it takes, and so. Yeah, I think just being in Indianapolis at the combine, being surrounded by guys that are just as talented as you are is a big honor. Then, obviously you get to the field and you're going to do drills and going to run the 40, and that's something that you're really eyeing because everybody's expecting you to have the fastest time. You're going to have the fastest time. You just got to show up and you got to execute. So for me, I did my stance, I don't know, probably 1,000, 2,000 times. So it came second nature. But there's nothing like being in a stadium full of NFL programs and NFL organizations and scouts and other players, and you obviously realize there's probably 10 million or so watching on TV as well, and so now it's like it's your moment kind of thing. And so for me it was just put my hand down. I whistled back the first time I took off, so my nerves were going on extra. So I walked back, put my hand down again and ran and out popped the 4.26.
4.26. Okay, 4.26. We got a new clubhouse leader and a new member of the top wide receiver times of all time here at the Combine.
Then I ran again the second time. A lot of people thought I was going to be done, but I think they also knew that I wanted the record, and so I went again the second time and stumbled and didn't execute the way I needed to. But that's part of the game. You're not always going to make the play, or sometimes the play's going to be made, but it's not always going to be the prettiest way, and so. Yeah, just so blessed and thankful that I even got the opportunity to go run in Indianapolis. Going to the combine and then being gone and then coming back to Starkville really truly, made me even, understand it and miss it even more. Just how close the community really is, and then, obviously just going to competing with my guys for, the seniors and everybody that did Pro Day 1 last time was very special. Getting ball stone from Blake one more time was very special to me, and yeah, I didn't take it for granted. I showed up. We all showed up. We did great. I thought everybody killed it, and it was a great time.
So what's next for you?
Just training, get back to work, just train, hopefully get on some visits, more Zoom, more ball, and get rolling. Oh, I'm so excited. This is going to be a real slow month for me, but sometimes slow is good. We're so busy all the time, and so I think for me, just being able to slow down, train, come out here, fish, spend time that I'm not going to get whenever the season rolls around, and yeah, I'm excited to get to it, but I'm also really anxious because I could be anywhere in the country, and so yeah, like I said, we're just waiting. I think I look back and I've spent a lot of time at a lot of places, Texas, Oklahoma, here, but I think here will always be home for us for multiple reasons. I think just the connections we've made here. Me and my wife both. I think we've made connections here that we were unable to make at a lot of other schools, and a lot of other places. And just like I said, I think the people and the relationships. I think that's really what makes a place truly special. And so I think just for that simple reason, set football aside. Just the relationships, just the teammates, the friendships, all those things that we've been able to make and enjoy since we've been here. I think that's really the one reason why we'll call this place a home, and somewhere that we'll always come back to and enjoy and come back and fish and hunt and enjoy the little things and the baseball games and the football games, and somewhere that I'll consider always as, I graduated here. So that's another, special thing that I did while I was here. And so, yeah, this will always be home for us.
I could say so much, but I think it just all speaks for itself. I mean, everywhere we go, we are always greeted. We're always, meeting new people who offer us to come out here and share these beautiful pieces of land with their family and take us in with open arms. And I think that that's something by itself that is just so welcoming feeling. And I think we'll always find ourselves making weekend trips back to Starkville and coming to games and continuing to call this place home.
I think, for me is just the community, obviously then just, all the places like this that I get to enjoy. This is really where my passion is off the field, and so coming back to places like this, they don't make them like this anymore. They don't make places like this on, every single day, and so just being able to come out here and enjoy this, for forever, have a great connection to Bill and all the guys that allow me to be out here. So thankful, and so I think I'll always find my way on this avid boat in this water, fishing with my wife. I think that's something I'll always find myself doing, and I just enjoy it so much.
Brenen, I love you. Go get what you have been working for the last couple of years. You're on the biggest stage of your career. I have no doubt. You've got the passion, you've got the drive, you've had to persevere through a lot of different adversities, and you've made me a better person and a better mom just from the involvement that I've been in over the last year or two as a college football mom. So we're going on to the next journey, and I love you very much.
Welcome to the 2026 NFL Draft.
Hello? Hello? Yes, sir. I think the Chargers are y'all on, huh? Man, let's make it happen. Man, dream come true, man. Man, thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's going on, Coach? Man, what's up? Man, what's up? Man, let's do it. Man, good as it gets. Hey! Man, let's do it! Man, let's do it! Come on, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Man, blessed. Man, let's work. Let's work. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, just getting started. Yes, sir. I'm ready. I was born to run. Let's do it. Oh, man. Blessed. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach. See you soon.
Today, with the 105th selection, Los Angeles Chargers select Brenen Thompson, wide receiver from Mississippi State.
Love you. So proud of you. Come on, man! Come on, man!
There's no one more dedicated to this life of football than Brenen is. He's up before everyone. He's at the facility before everyone. He's on time to everything. He's a leader. He's always been the person to pick up teammates who didn't have a ride. This sport means everything to him, and I think that that'll translate to the NFL because of how much it does mean to him.
He stayed true to himself. I just always said, remain who you are, and I promise you big things will happen, whatever that needed to be, and he did just that.